Hey, listeners, welcome back to the Straight No Chaser podcast. You are now listening to the second half of the Straight Rum Chasing and Wine Tasting episode with our special guests, Ayisha and Jane.
Okay, so we are going to talk about wine. When I started with the company I worked for 16 years ago, I knew red and white, and that was it. Like, I didn't drink it, I knew nothing about it. But as I went along, I've learned a lot, and I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know a little bit about almost all of wines. But wine is something that you are never knowledgeable about everything. You learn as you go. And there's sommeliers in the world who are still learning, and that's a good thing because you don't want to know everything about it. Then you're going to get bored. There's white, there's red, there's rosés, the main ones. There's sparkling from all over the world. There's champagnes, there's proseccos, there are cavas, all kinds of red, white, and rosé. So today we're going to do white wine. I brought four. We're going to start off with Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio is mainly from Italy. It's a light, easy drinking white wine. Surprisingly, I only got wines with a screw cap. I didn't notice that until I got here. I was like, oh, okay. Makes life so much easier. Even though the presentation of opening a bottle is really nice, cork is a treat. The more corks you use, the more trees get cut down. So a lot of companies are going with screw cap. Also, screw caps can keep the wine fresh longer because you can just close it and put it in the fridge. It's easier to seal, and the cork doesn't touch the wine, which doesn't spoil it. So this is why screw caps are good.
Okay. So, question, there are like some people who think that if your wine comes with a screw top, that it's like cheap and dumb.
Not dumb.
I've
heard that too.
Yes, I've heard that too. I've heard that too. There are people who won't buy wine on a screw cap. There are businesses, hotels, restaurants who won't buy wine on a screw cap, and you're losing out. You're losing out.
You're losing
I
out
mean,
for not being fancy.
Yeah, you're losing out. It's just you're gonna
You
miss
cut
out on
down
some good
trees.
wines just because of that. You're right. Environmentally, we need
Cut
to.
down trees, trying to be all fancy, fake fancy.
I am fake fancy. I love to like
It's the
fruit
presentation.
and like
Yes,
like
yes. But even when you do
Of
something
course, you
like
love to
this,
screw.
even if somebody gave me a sparkling wine with a screw cap, I'm gonna look at them strange because I feel like those kind of need a cork to, not pop. You just need a cork in some kind of
we
things.
need a pork. We love a pork.
I mean, you can take out the R for me.
It smells
There we go. That's it. Quick way.
At this point, we're like, how many rums in?
I'm drinking
Like,
like
4.
No, man, you okay, man. Oh, God.
Fine.
sober.
Yeah, I'm great.
What about you?
Thank you.
So,
Right.
There you go.
first thing you want to do,
Thank you.
Shorts.
swirl. So when you
Don't swirl
swirl,
on
Not on the table.
you can if you're not scratching.
I'm not scratching. The mic.
For the vibration.
Oh,
No,
yes.
it's just a sound vibration. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So what you're doing when you're swirling is you're opening up the wine. The wine has been bottled for however long.
Swirling does
And
different things.
it does.
It really does.
Swirl
Swirl me, swirl
yeah.
me, swirl me.
It gives it air, so it aerates it.
Not you,
You're
just get
also-
up nose.
You're also looking at the sides of the glass. You're
For the
looking at
legs.
yes for the legs.
For the
Okay.
So
legs.
these are white wines. White wines don't have much legs because it's not full body. More full bodied wines as we go along will have more legs, viscosity. You're also looking at the color. You're looking at the rim.
Are we using light to look
You
at
can
it?
use the light also.
I'm so sorry.
You're looking at the clearness.
Where are my legs?
No, you
You're
so
like,
you
what do you say?
you swirl and then what falls
Oh,
down
Like the residue.
is the legs. is what's called a leg.
You
The
have to ask the
longer-
questions for
you
the
do,
listeners,
you
you
do,
know?
you
Don't
do.
swash around your wine gills.
The longer the
There's
legs
no-
on the glass, the thicker, the heavier the
You see
full
why
body
it's
of the
easy
wine
to say
is.
things to her?
Now, stick your nose in the glass. Just stick your whole nose in the glass and inhale.
Green apple.
Yep.
You
Exactly.
know, I'm smelling it, but when you said it, it all just clashed together.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Like
that
that is
is.
a freshness.
Pinot Grigio is
like,
actually
like
one of my
a
favorite
summer's
wines,
day
too.
type of vibe. Like.
Do you guys get to like sometimes see like scenes or something like when you smell something like oh my
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
visual
like,
memories, yeah.
Very
Yes.
often like like hay in the sunlight or like I see a meadow with lots of like bees buzzing and
Yes.
shit like that. But like
Yeah.
I rarely think of this is what the
My seems
I
coming.
love how you get to see
It's a scenery, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
So-
also very big on scenes.
Because it's a white wine, I'm gonna ask you to hold it by the stem and not hold it by the bowl,
Ooh.
because you don't want to heat up the wine. If it's a red
Oh,
wine,
red
it's
wine.
fine, but when it's a, this, I took them out a little too early, so they're, not as cold as I would like it to be, but that also gives you more of the flavor that you'll taste when you taste it. Now, the
Yeah,
first,
find them and it's super cold. You don't
you
taste
don't taste
anything.
it, like kills your body.
Yeah, it
kills
does.
the tongue. That's why frozen drinks don't taste like alcohol, because it's so cold.
That's why I put my tequila in the freezer. Pro tip.
So when you taste it, like I'm just like, okay, drink, but I want you to taste it and run it around your mouth. Hold it in your mouth and
You know
run
what's
it
good.
around. Run it around. So it gets to all the spots.
Okay, hold on, yeah? 5 a.m.
Okay. It was actually 7.
Miss Ayisha, please continue.
If you take it and you hold it under your tongue, there's a spot under your tongue that helps you with the tasting. And you'll get, tell me what you taste.
Oh, take it and hold it under your tongue.
And roll it around your mouth.
I like instruction.
Crispy pear.
There's a beautiful sharpness when it goes in the tongue.
Yeah.
it's like medium acidic.
Medium.
Yeah.
acidic.
I like when it's has
It's
a
not
little bit-
drying. It's not like
No, it's not drying. It's
yeah.
not
And I'm not
drying.
really a big Pinot Grigio fan, but this one's lovely.
I love a Pinot.
I love Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
It's usually too like dry for me.
I'm normally a red wine person, but
Yes.
of the whites, I'm a Pinot Grigio person.
I am a white wine person because red wine puts me to sleep.
Red wine gets me into problems.
Big time.
White wine is what makes me want to get into it.
I feel like I find I get drunker on red.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can hold out longer on a white.
Yeah, same.
I get headaches with the white.
I do get headaches.
I do get headaches.
But
with
the
whites,
reds,
yeah.
it's smoother. It gets me further than I want to go. Oh, really?
I get headaches with red.
Really?
Another way to get the aroma is when you taste it and you hold it in your mouth and you inhale with it on your tongue.
Oh.
I just remembered a drunk story.
Mm.
Tell us.
And Rohan was there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Oh, we.
Who was drunk? You or her?
Oh,
Was it
all
your
of us.
birthday?
All of us.
I like this story already.
So, I got married in 2022 in February, and my bridal party or shower, like I didn't want to do like a bachelorette weekend. There was like so much, not chaos, but like we were just having so many people come in, and I was like, there's no way like I could get all the bridesmaids in one place, all the girls, like, you know, I was like, let's just do something the weekend that people, like majority of people can come in. So the weekend before the wedding, my best friend, big up makeup, and my other sister, Bina, they threw me a bridal shower, I guess, at
Beautiful.
a winery.
Gorgeous. Like beautiful.
Gorgeous
stuff.
place. It was like one of those things like you just can buy a bunch of bottles. They catered food. It was nice. They had a photo booth set up, and they had like a floral. What are those
A
things?
floral
called?
crown.
Oh, yeah, floral
we
crown.
made floral crown.
Yeah, so they had a floral,
Names,
they had a
yeah.
floral crown station set up, and like me and my friends, at least back home, we're big winos. Like I think majority of the time, like we do. Jane, you good, girl?
Is this fair?
It was the chair.
Jane
No,
is
Jane. This is gonna be Jane's origin
Jane,
drunk
you
story.
are so
I'm telling
perfect.
you,
You
I love
are
it.
like-
I love it.
To the drunk gals.
Yeah. So anywho, while we are big winos, I'm normally not a person that gets like shit faced drunk off wine.
one, I feel like if you've gotten shit faced drunk off of wine,
It's 'cause
you didn't
really
drink
overdid it.
wine. Yeah, you did. You really overdid it.
Yeah. You weren't drinking it to taste it. You were
Yeah.
drinking it to get but good.
Oh, not did only I overdo it.
Everyone.
We all overdid it.
But B was really the worst.
I was the worst.
Oh, I love that.
Because I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
They were drowning her in wine. Like,
They
she
were.
was not
They, like,
happy.
had-
like they
But that's
had
not
me
happening.
at one point, like, cause especially with my friends back home, they're just like, here, another glass, drink.
Yeah, no,
Here,
they
another
were.
glass, drink. At one point, like one of my friends was like feeding me, like another person was giving me a
She was a
drink.
queen
Like
that day.
all like
honey.
I just felt like, you know, in my space, and it was my
Yeah.
day, and like, you know, all my girls were there. First of all, we stopped at the airport on the way.
You have to get
Fit
me and like
7
two others.
people in my SUV from the airport. Don't ask me how, but big up all my friends that came from
We're
Grenada.
not small girls, eh?
And suitcases. No,
None
we
of us
some
are-
good.
We're some good,
sizable healthy
bitches.
girls.
We all got
Bouncy,
titties
bouncy
and
titties up in that SUV. Okay,
I don't know.
literally.
There was so much
Except
of
for
us.
one where my sister-in-law, who's like probably the most fit girl, and she,
Sis is maga.
she was like she's the most fit, and the rest of us with our big tits and our big boobs, like just taking up. We were basically the full SUV.
It was.
Anywho, God bless
those
her.
pieces.
It was
So-
like the wedding you guys went up to.
Yeah.
Oh, the infamous wedding.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's actually
picture.
it is the
I
famous
just seen the
wedding.
thank you.
Everyone looked smoking hot.
Right.
So
It was
anywho, so then we're like, time to go. I'm pretty sure somebody was. First of all, I think it was you that the guy that was IDing us.
Oh yeah, I see.
She's straight sweet talking right when we get there.
Yeah.
And then when we're leaving, she's sweet talking to him. We're all drunk. We're all trying to figure
He
out.
messaged me the other day. I forgot. Thanks for the
Oh,
info.
done. We're all trying to figure out which car to get into, right? My best friend's like, who's driving? What's going on? Because like they had their car situation,
Mhm.
and my sister-in-law was like, great, I'm driving. At the end of the day, we were just all too drunk to be doing anything, and so we end up at a gas station
Yeah.
because we're like, we need to
we
stop.
thought we were gonna die.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah, because like we just need to stop
moving.
stop the car, and I'm balling up down the place because I'm thinking, because like I'm getting phone calls from home. I thought home was mad, like so I thought like mom was like being like your mom for a second, and mom was just like, I just want to know where you're at, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're just super drunk, and then like my baby brother, God bless his soul, KJ, he's like, hey, listen, are you having a good time? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you had a great time, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so why do you care what the fuck is going on at home? I was like, I know, because like my cousins had come out of from town too. They were all there
She
like
got,
waiting.
She got like a responsibility
To, like, be back
like
home.
a big sister, a big cousin, like
Yeah.
everyone's safe.
Exactly.
Hostess mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was.
that
And she
was
didn't
my
need to be
problem.
in it.
And that's what like my best friend was like. Then my best friend gets on the phone with me. She's like, "Where are you?" I could not tell her where we were. And
We
then
really had no idea where the fuck we were.
yeah,
We were like,
we were just like,
on the side
yeah.
of the road,
And
we
then
missed
she
the
had.
exit.
Then my brother called her. They figured it out, and she's like, "Great." She sent like a bunch of Ubers, and I think she sent one Uber to send the girls
nice.
back to the hotel.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then she sent one Uber to have them pick us a bunch of us up to go back to her house because she's like, at least let me just see y'all's faces. And then God bless my other brother who came all the way from Orange County to LA, which is an hour drive
Ooh, he did.
To
Yeah.
get the car?
to pick
get
us
us.
up.
Jeez.
Wow.
What did y'all do with the vehicle?
We
We
left
left
it.
it at
Oh,
the
that's
gas
a whole
station.
scene. That's another scene. So we left it at the gas station. Okay, we get picked up. I'm fine. We get home.
Did we have any suitcases with us? Or did we put it in
No,
the
they
bags?
put in the
We put
Ubers.
it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So we get home. My cousins are there partying. A lot of other people are there partying, and I was just like, what? You know. And I was still feeling very bad. And I was just like,
I don't know.
you know, I was
why.
like, what? But you know what I mean? Like,
I
you're
know.
like, I didn't want people to feel unsafe, and a couple of girls did feel unsafe, and I understand that. But it was just like,
There was a
we,
thing,
yeah, we were just like, we were just all, we were just all drunk,
Mhm.
and that's what it was. And like, some people were going into like paranoia mode, which
Yeah,
I could
they were.
understand. And
I feel like they were
when
hiding it
people,
into us.
when people were
Yeah.
in paranoia mode, I was like, oh my god, these
Yeah.
people are here. Like, I need to make sure they're okay. So, anyways, it was a great time. I vomited my guts out.
She did.
Love
Before we
that.
left the winery.
Before I left the winery, all I remember is saying like,
I
literally
security day.
Yeah.
We were trying
Thank
to
you.
get water for
Yeah.
her thing, innit?
Yeah.
For babes, yeah.
Refills?
yes.
No.
She has
we
one.
have 3 more to taste.
Mm.
And then we'll
And then
do
And then the worst part was like everybody was kind of home. Everyone was partying. My parents were partying. My brother was
Yeah.
partying. My baby brother comes up and he's like, "Listen, just go to bed. You'll be fine. Nobody cared. Like, cause my cousins that were there had to leave to go to their hotel. He's like, they know that you're drunk. It's your day. It's your day.
You're allowed
Tell
to
you
eat after
that's
about
your
you,
day. And I
exactly.
really love that about my family. But the next day, when Ro and I woke up, Ro and I were sleeping in the same bed, and we're like, fuck, we have so much shit to do today. And like, we were okay actually, not that
We
hungover,
weren't
but
too
I
bad.
felt like it hit later.
It did because we were exhausted.
But the
Yeah,
worst
exactly.
part was that my dad said, "So where's the car?"
Ooh,
Yeah. And
at
we
that
had to
point,
fill
y'all
the-
didn't remember the car?
Oh,
Yeah, and then we
And I
had to
already
be
not from
like,
there. I didn't
and then I
know
had to
what
be
the hell
like, oh, it's
I
somewhere.
know.
And the only reason why we were to figure out where the car was is because when my best friend sent the Uber,
Yes, we were
For
able
the
to
car,
find that.
she had the location.
Uh-huh.
But you see, we told my dad that we left it at my best friend's house and it wasn't in the middle of downtown LA. Don't know how we got there in the first place, it was the wrong direction. Downtown
We
LA
missed one
on a
exit,
gas
we were, like,
station
in like
off the freeway.
And they didn't clean it out.
They didn't.
were-
And
No,
I
I
was literally
was
praying.
scared.
I was like, God, please,
Let me have
please,
my
just let me have my
tires.
times. I was like, before my dad comes back and be like, what the heck happened?
Spray-
And then my dad, and first I told my brother quietly, I was like, okay, you go get the car. I was like, you and you be go
it
get
was
the
all
car.
very like nefarious actions.
And then,
We're upstairs,
yeah.
we're
And
upstairs
then my
like
dad was
whispering.
And my dad was like, well, no, I'll go on with, and then like
Yeah.
my brother was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on an errand. My dad's like, well, let's go get the car too. My brother's like, no, I got it, we got it. And he's like, no, I'll go because I'll go say hi to Mega and all of them, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, Mom, I was like, we just got it. My mom was just like, don't tell your dad. I was like, Mom, we just gotta tell dad. We just gotta tell dad.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, where's the key? And I was like,
It
and
was
I couldn't remember where the key was. I couldn't remember where the key
I don't
was.
remember now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I left it at Mega's, but we actually brought it with us.
We brought
so you be
The
think.
thing is, we're very
Yeah,
responsible
we were
drunks.
like it was weird how we were responsible, but we were
a
a
little bit of
mess.
memory loss.
But it was memory
No,
loss.
no, her and I were literally sitting in the bed going, okay, so,
We had to settle
and
our
I'm thinking
house.
like, do I need to apologize to anybody? Do I need to make sure people are okay? Do I need, and I did. I actually still reached out and be like, hey, sorry.
The whole time
you
I
know.
was like, you apologize for
Yeah,
what?
she was on my case.
I
But
was
that's
like,
just
what
me.
do you mean? You're
Listen,
drunk.
when people
You're
come
supposed to be
visit-
lit.
And you're
come
the
to
bride,
visit-
come on.
No, but when people come to visit,
You allowed
they
to have
show
your
some type-
hangover.
She really was in
When
hostess
people
mode, but like
come to
that's
visit,
hard.
and if they felt the type
But they
of
were
unsafe,
adults visiting. Take care of your
No, but
dancer.
still-
No, there was some that were
I
they
like the
were feeling
whole
away.
story,
Yeah.
except the fact that you felt guilty.
I hated
That's
that
the only
too.
part I don't like.
But it was a great time. I will never drink wine like that again because
I
that was a very
absolutely will.
irresponsible
I hope that you
way.
will.
Next time we have
Hello,
an
I
Uber.
wasn't there.
No,
You have to
Ayisha,
drink
I
that
was
with us.
chugging red wine.
She was, and they were mixing the red and the white because it was just like there.
Because there was like so many bottles, like we just girls, we can't leave. We had to finish all of this. I was
Yeah.
like,
I still have your wedding wine, like the wine that
The
we got,
wine,
like,
yeah.
to go.
yeah, so they made they're so sweet. They
I
they
feel
made
like we
like
should
little
try and do
favors.
that.
And it was like a bottle of red
No,
wine with our names.
We have to do that again, babe. Come on.
I mean,
I will get it from Ayisha.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. We'll definitely do like a part two with the reception.
That was a great ass time.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm very serious about it.
That was an amazing wedding.
Okay.
So Pinot Grigio is one of the lightest wines.
Yeah.
I like to have
She
it
just
for
jumps right
lunch.
back.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Like,
Take
for
in
lunch,
charge.
it's you can have it by itself. You can have it like we're having. It's good with
Sangria?
just cheeses.
Yeah.
I am so not a sangria person.
Really?
Because I don't like it sweet.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I don't like it sweet, so I'm not gonna do sangria.
like
But
it
it, like my men.
It did not sweeten.
You don't like red wine sangria either?
No, I don't like
It didn't.
Interesting.
Red wine
It didn't
sangria, I
sweeten
find
it.
it to be sweeter than it should be.
Oh,
I like a white wine sangria because like I add like the white fruit, so like I'll add in some grapes again. I'll add in some like green apples. If I want to get like a tinge of color, maybe some raspberries, like
I
a
like that.
lightness.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it like lighter, like to look rosy,
Yeah.
but like nothing too super sweet.
And,
Yeah.
and the crazy thing is, we're gonna taste a sweet wine. The last one will be a sweet wine. I can drink a sweet wine,
Yeah.
but I don't like sangria. For some reason, I just never like sangria. So,
And for me, a sweet wine I can't do.
we won't do it today.
Mom, I'm gonna do it today.
We're gonna do it today. We're gonna do it today.
This is
Fish.
lovely though.
But then you know what they say, white with white, red with red. I don't believe in that. I believe drink whatever you want.
Whatever
drink
you want,
whatever
yeah.
you want to drink it. So don't follow.
But the cheese is like a manchego.
But what do you
or
recommend?
brie.
Yes.
Yummy, yummy, right?
I think the lighter the wine is stinkier the cheese.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a good
that's a good way to
formula.
remember it, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on
Alright.
to a Sauvignon Blanc.
Mm.
There's not gonna be much left in your glasses, so but look, Pinot Grigio's Italian, mostly, you'll find them in other countries, but mostly Italians make it. So
Okay.
that's the main feature. Now, Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc is mid-range in taste. This one is from Chile. Chile is one of my favorite places.
Chile.
Yes. Chile is one of my favorite places
Just you have
to get
cousins
wine
out
from, because they're inexpensive and good. Before, they used to be like the bottom of the barrel supermarket wines,
We have
but
cousins in
no
France.
longer. Now Chile is making some really good wines.
That may be true, but they're not longer than yours.
Definitely not on that side. Over on that side.
I think you see that I'm not a problem.
You are a problem though.
But not the problem.
You are a problem.
I want to be somebody's problem.
You are.
So some
Means like a
wines
punch up your ass.
are
yeah.
greener
Thank you.
looking than
Oh, nice.
the
I see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Pinot Grigios.
Ooh, that is bright.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right?
This is also.
This one is definitely like a fresh green apple.
Aisha,
Yes.
the other day we were here drinking.
I'm not seeing my legs.
What's the wine that I
feel
gave?
my legs.
You're not gonna see legs.
A Riesling.
A Riesling.
Yes.
That was just
I did
a not
not
good.
like that thing.
That wasn't a good
Riesling?
brand.
What was the brand?
I feel it was better.
No, it's
Well,
yellow.
then you just said two brands that are.
Yeah, two of them. Sir.
Yeah. So let's not. Yeah. So
But yes,
Rieslings
Rieslings
are
are
usually
beautiful.
German,
Mm-hmm.
and if you get a good Riesling,
It
it'll
is.
change your life.
Yeah.
A life-changing Riesling. If I,
What should it taste like?
It should taste slightly sweet. It's more
Oh,
of a
that
Like a
fruitier,
desserty
but
type of wine,
no,
but like not
yeah,
not like ice wine.
No, not ice
It tasted like
wine.
muddy
You're not
water.
gonna find.
because it's not a good brand.
I
What
will-
is the
I
name
will
of the thing
find-
where you can't, where you
We have a good
vegetable?
Riesling here. I just can't remember the
Yes,
name
I
of it,
do.
but we have
Yeah, I have
Like,
one. I have one
it's like
from
You guys have-
Anselman, and I also have a Washington State Riesling from.
Vegetative state.
It's a California, a Washington brand.
It smells
But
more
I do
acidic,
have-
and it's almost like it has some kind of like almost honey sweetness to
Ooh.
it.
It has a very high acidity. This one has a very high acidity. Sauvignon Blancs. So go ahead
Jane, do
and
you
do
find
the-
it's easier for you to understand wines
No.
now that you have
Yeah.
gone into
Big time.
rum?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I
Because I'm
actually
listening to the
understand.
terminology that you're using and the note expressions, and it
And I know
definitely
nothing.
sounds like.
I mean, it has a lot of like they guys use like a lot of like wine terminology and like how you make it is like almost like how they think of wines.
Well, yes, but then remember, like, if you go into whatever quality spirit or wine
Yeah.
or beers, like every wine, every whiskey, every rum, what else is really popular? Mezcal, tequilas. If it's a quality product,
Yes.
there's gonna be a flavor wheel attached to it.
Mhm.
So people actually have these flavor compounds. I'm not very good at that. That's like probably of all the things I know about the brand or spirits in general, it's probably my least proficient area because there's just so much sensory sensitivity. But one of the things I love is because you're saying, oh, these people know so much, and they have such like defined repertoire when it comes to terminology, and I feel for me colors help a lot.
Mm.
And
Okay.
actually, Aaron from Troy Island, when he brought somebody in to do chocolate tasting, that was the first time I think somebody broke down tasting and tasting notes for me and made it accessible. Because prior I would smell a lot of bunch of things, but it was just I didn't know how
You
to
wouldn't
do
know how
this.
to bring
Yeah.
it down.
How to like put it into like
Pieces,
words
yeah.
and like things that you can recognize.
Exactly.
But
So-
I love now you
exactly
put it
where I
into pictures,
am.
which I think is
Yeah.
Yeah.
an elevated way now.
Pictures,
'cause
Right.
colors, I don't know, sensations.
I have a thing with colors. Like I would think of something and be like, oh, that like made me feel pink. I used to never tell people that
The
because
fact
I'm like,
that
I'm
the
so
example
weird.
is so on brand.
Like
This
this
Very much.
t-shirt, this t-shirt.
This makes me feel green.
Yes.
Yeah, this makes me feel green when you taste it.
Yeah,
the
because like I
herbousness.
feel like just
It
from the
reminds me of, like,
smell,
Or like a
Very crisp.
chartreusey type of green.
Yeah.
like a
Yes.
sour candy, if like the smell.
Actually, you know something
I
about
think
it makes me
would
think
make
of
a nice sour
damsel.
candy.
Damn,
Mm.
so sour, she's saying sour candy,
Yeah,
you're saying
sour
damsel.
candy or something like that.
Oh, can we
Damn, like damn.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh yeah, cheers, ladies. There you go.
I just want to hear the sound.
Yeah.
Sauvignon Blancs are super popular. This brand is one of our best selling Sauvignon
Maybe some people
Blancs
call it goose
on the
berry.
island. A lot of people use it as
It's like
their
the one
house
The little
So,
cherry that looks like.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I thought from the smell I wouldn't like it, but
Yeah, the taste
Yeah,
is
the
good.
taste is
Yeah, because it's not one of those ones that's dry out your tongue.
no.
Yeah.
It's a medium.
I thought it
Yeah,
would
it's
taste
cute.
more.
The
Yeah.
dry milk comes from like the tannins and
Yes,
stuff,
it
right? So
says
that
low
it's more
tannins.
like the red wines
Wines
you'll
would
get.
have
Like
lower
that.
Tannin tatum.
Okay.
Ah,
No,
she brought another
sorry.
one.
After this podcast, we're going in a corner. Sorry.
She can go right now.
No.
Put her
We're
in
taking
the-
too much time.
in the-
After this, you're going to the pantry.
They're doing too much,
pantry.
right? They're really doing too much.
She said Channing Tatum. Channing
Why is it big?
Tatum.
It's
Listen, the
because
hubby is
she
even
is
shaking his
sitting
head at you.
next
Huh?
to her.
And he's the corniest of them all with jokes.
First of all,
It's because she's sitting by Rohan.
okay?
Mahar, I'm being blamed for this. I really just sat here and tasted
Rohan
it.
didn't do anything.
Something, it's a combination of your energy.
No, it's just her.
It's a combination of your energy.
So when I sit next to beer and fun.
Listen, listeners, jump in our DMs. When you compare this episode to our previous episode,
Yes.
Jiz was sitting all the way over here, all the way in her, what's that guy's name? In her Stevie Wonder bag. Just
Oh,
being
yeah.
all cool,
I was sitting next to
being,
her again.
being very
Also-
mysterious.
Yeah, but I was
But there was
also
a
on
dis-
like cloud 10.
You were on cloud 80,000.
So it's fine.
And that's cold.
I also was sitting next to her
But
again.
also,
But there was more of a distance, eh?
I feel like they're gonna be the I literally that we'll be riding in a park and be like, separate.
Yeah.
These two. Too much chatty.
To be honest, I just think I've been sitting here and y'all keep on
Rohan had
learning.
nothing to do with tannin tatum, right?
I really looked into the camera like,
And I said tannin
it just came
tatum.
out tanning.
I think
It really
that it was
It's like
funny.
Nova Scotia. Yeah.
Word
Word association.
So,
Oh,
one of
I'm
the
not a
best,
hater. I never said I wasn't.
one of the best Sauvignon Blancs that I've ever had was from Australia or New Zealand. New Zealand, Australia, maybe one of the best Sauvignon Blancs, I think. If you're gonna get a French Sauvignon Blanc, you're looking for something from the Loire Valley. They don't usually use the name of the wine, but you're looking for maybe a white Bordeaux or so.
So what do you mean by they're not gonna use the name? They're not gonna use the name of the grape?
Great. Yeah, so Spain, Italy, France, they usually use the region that is grown as the name
and
of the
champagne.
grape.
Yeah.
Is that because those regions would have specific grapes that they've been working with and people just know that it's gonna be
No.
It's
They
an ownership
like to
thing.
blendy.
blended?
They blend
Like
mixy.
Yeah.
So,
I guess they keep the
So like
authenticity with like, you
Yeah.
know, the
like a Bordeaux would be
Like
a
tequila.
Cab Merlot. And the
Yeah.
blend is a Bordeaux red.
I do like
And
the
then
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux white would be like a Sauvignon Blanc Semillon blend. And so that's why they're more region based than name based. But you
Okay.
can get a Sauvignon Blanc because mainly for the Americans who like to see the grape on the bottle. So that's why these countries now put the grape on the bottle.
Okay.
I
And
didn't
then
know
the
that.
region that it came
We
from.
should get attention
Listen.
to bottles more. Not just like buy the drink.
That's okay. Some people buy it by labels, some people buy it by the corks, some people buy it, all kinds of different reasons to buy a bottle. What I do recommend, you find a wine you like, take a picture of the label and walk around with that picture.
But what's
So
a
then you can
good
go.
what's a good way to tell the quality then? Without
And
tasting,
how-
just
and
going,
how-
you walk in,
Yeah,
you
you
just
have to,
have
like, find
names
out
and
what-
bottles.
and
What's
how-
a good way
and
to
how-
kind of gauge?
An app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I haven't used it in a while. I don't even know if I have it on this phone. Delectable.
Delectable.
I have Delectable. I have Android, so
Okay.
Android's Delectable. I think Vino is Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, an app, and then that way you can also put in your information and have your likes and dislikes of the different
Yeah.
wines
Oh,
that you
nice.
have.
So I feel like
So-
reading the label is also just so important because like it tells you like what the flavor profile would be. Like it tells you if it's like a blended one or if it's just like the one grape and like you could kind of find out. So if you know you like something that tastes like maybe a little like dried, something floral, or you want something that's like sweeter and something that's like maybe more meat. I feel like it'll stay on the
It'll
bottle.
say medium. or
Yeah,
some
it'll
people
say on the
do-
bottle, just read
but
it.
but they want you to buy the wine, so they
Yeah.
want to put whatever
Whatever
they
you
Yeah,
want
marketing.
to make you,
Okay.
and that's why I don't
Actually,
trust awards.
Mm.
I was just gonna
Because
ask you,
the
like, what's the
awards.
deal with
Because yeah, I don't know these
awards?
awards.
Yeah, they're like, how many awards is one bottle is gonna get from
Yeah.
all these different places that no one else has ever heard of,
Yeah.
you know?
And half the time, some of the bottles aren't even in English. So I'm just like saying, I'm like, I think I
I'm
recognize
first.
2 words.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Wine.
Wine.
And so it's really trial and error.
Yeah.
And suggestions and online and like my app lets you take a picture of the bottle and then it tells you everything about it and different recommendations and just like when you're buying something off of the big
Amazon or
yes,
something.
yes,
Yeah. You look for the ratings. Yeah.
Some people just used to go by cork versus cap.
But we don't
For me, I
do
prefer that,
For me,
but
I
I also
prefer to
feel
get
like
a
some
quart.
people think that like the higher the price of wine, the better the
No,
wine
absolutely
is.
not.
Versus like my dad, who calls himself a wine connoisseur, he's done so much research in different areas, like places like Trader Joe's in the United States, Costco's. He'd be like what he'd be like, why did he's like one time I bought a wine, he's like, how many people did it? I was like $30, and he's like, I can get a better wine at Trader Joe's for $12. And he's right, because Trader Joe's does have a good brand, because I think what places like Trader Joe's does is that like they buy these wine in batches, but then they brand them as their own.
Yes.
Oh.
But they're actually really,
Yes.
really
They're good
good,
wines.
especially at least for the red wines, because like I like my Malbecs and stuff. And literally, I like till this day, my dad would now like shames me if I spend more than like $12.
So like because
Yeah.
this company that makes the Sauvignon Blanc, they sell their wine to a company in England, one of the big supermarkets, and they just put their own label on it.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. So
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
places do that.
Yeah.
But expensive wine is good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
She was like, I don't want to say that right, but let me say
Yeah.
that it is.
But he's right because this bottle is less than $30.
Yeah.
This is a good inexpensive, well, 30 EC compared to
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
30
yeah.
30 EC. So
Well,
it is a
I
good.
suppose it's also maybe a question of scale, right? I mean, you have a lot of, or if you look at France, there's some areas where you have co-ops and everybody pulls their grapes together, so it makes it cheaper to produce a lot of volume of actually really good
okay.
So
wine.
it might be a good
But
one.
then you might
It
have
be cheap.
a small vineyard, for instance, and they could also do really good wine, but because there's only slow
The
or
price is
low,
high, yeah.
low yield, and like the bottles are very long. I mean, some of those bottles, especially when they're aged, they go for stupid money. It's like you're not paying for the taste; you're just literally paying for the story, the history of this thing, and being able to say,
Yeah.
"I've
I
got
bought this."
1 out of 10 of these bottles worldwide, right? Like this is why you're buying the shit."
Listen,
It's not
now I
because it
don't
tastes
feel
that great.
so bad when we have lines for going for the middle cheap. Because clearly, it's not only the expensive wine that's nice.
I don't care. I don't want an expensive wine. If it's not $60, at least it's not good to me. I don't lie.
Use a line.
You know what? No, I buy whatever sometimes, but like I know if I want like a really good bottle of wine, it costs me about $60. And if you come to my house, those are the ones that I have that are like in the wine fridge.
That's fair.
That's like
That's
it's
fair.
probably empty
That's
too.
fair.
You're a connoisseur, like you have your.
I try like a particular
Yes, yes.
flavor
Yeah.
and taste. And
Like
like
for a
it's
big line where everybody just come and
It doesn't make sense. I know when you
shit
land,
face.
you're drinking those $60 wine.
oh y'all don't know it's $60 that I brought the
I
I spent $1 on
I
that.
appreciate next time you
my
want to the
favorite
bottle of wine.
I will look at the
My
tag.
favorite aunt brings the gallon Carlo Rossi. Like that's what she.
Those ones about you know.
And wait, and so when I go over her house, she has the big glasses, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Carlo Rossi." So when I go, I try and bring, and she's like, "Oh, this is nice, Carlo Rossi."
Yeah.
So,
You know, I think it's such a Grenadian thing.
the Carlo
We
Rossi.
love a Carlo Rossi. I don't see
It's a
it.
good wine to use
I
a
don't know.
big.
I feel like
We love
Grenadians
our
buy the big
Rossi.
Carlo Rossi specifically.
For the bottle?
So they have a bottle for Mobby
And so
and
And for
ginger
under
and
counter.
ginger.
No, under the counter.
And under the counter.
So,
Because if you don't go into a Grenadian house at Christmas and see rum, sorrel,
Yes.
Mobby or ginger beer in
Yeah.
a Carlo Rossi bottle,
Yes.
you are
It's like butter containers in the
Yeah.
fridge. It don't have no butter.
I was telling you, was it you was telling about the Danish butter cookie?
Yes, you did.
And you're not gonna find,
You
When
know
you
what?
actually find
Yeah.
cookies in there, it's actually such a shock.
Yeah, you're
It's like,
I got
Oh, the
gifted that.
tin? No.
Like, I got gifted it from Christmas or something, and I opened it, honestly expecting it to be.
I know.
It's so
And
intense.
when I
A black
opened it, I
cake
was
for
like,
real though.
why are there cookies in here? But also, real life Danish, but I have not seen them in forever. I've
Yeah.
only seen sewing shit.
That was our masala tinley.
Yeah.
Right now, I
Little
have it
cups
there,
of
and I'm
salads in
really
that.
just one by one putting my scissors in there, putting all these different things in there because that's what that is. But yeah, but also, guys, if you heard us say under the counter, please Google under the counter Grenada
Grenada.
at Grenada, not Granada.
Yes.
Just look at
Grenada.
it. If you see
Oh,
scorpion plus bay leaf plus
You're in the
alcohol,
right
etc.,
place.
you're in the right place. Don't look any further.
I have a little drug story.
Oh, do it.
Oh, jump story from Aisha.
I used to live here a long time ago. I came back to visit, and 2006, I came back with a bunch of cousins. And my cousin was like, "Oh, let's go to Bananas." And we're like, "Oh yeah, Bananas, this is fun."
The story's already going left.
Left. It was like the middle of the week, and there was nobody there. So it was me and three of my cousins and some guy that my cousin knew. And we're just sitting there, and the bartender was like, "You want to try on the counter?" And me and one of my cousins is my drinking partner, my drinking buddy. Big up to you, know who you are. And we drink like, "Oh yeah, we could drink anything. We talk, we know we're from New York, we could drink anything, anything."
Mistake
And he was
number
like,
one.
Yes, yes,
Mistake.
I've learned
Y'all know
that.
y'all was drinking
the hard way.
holiday in New York.
Oh no,
I
no,
had
no,
to say.
no, no, no.
In
Oh,
2006?
Yes, Hulk, Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk, yeah.
We were drinking Long Island season and stuff because I used to be a bartender there, but I never heard of under the counter. So he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna give everybody a shot. What you do is you take it, you hold it in your mouth, you do like this, you do like this, you do like this,
Oh,
then you
God.
swallow it."
Nah, you messed up. You messed
I'm
up.
gonna try on the
Yeah,
camera.
no. We ended up naked in my aunt's pool. I mean, it was like,
No, that story went left. Since you go bananas, the story went left.
I don't even know. All I remember, it had to be. But that after that first one, I just don't remember.
Because it tastes good. Like when it's done well, it's flavorful.
The flavors
This
is
was
not
this was not flavorful. It was
She said no.
Nasty.
it was horrible, and eyes was watering, but I didn't want to spit it out because I already told him I was hard and I was drinking everything. And
Never spit it.
Friday.
Everything that you
Eagle.
Eagle got
Yeah.
shot naked in the pool.
This under the counter not getting the best of me. Had whole time girl crying and she's trying to
I can't swim. It was like a beach where I could float. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that was the worst. So
Aisha.
I learned
What a
that
time.
I was humbled,
Uh-huh.
and I needed to be. I needed to be.
They had to like tell you like, you think you're Grenadian, but let me show you what it's
That was a
about.
It was
There's a baptism.
by fire
Baptism.
because I could swear I could have lighted my breath.
No, you would have been definitely. I feel like no, we kind of put a little bit more finesse in our under the counter because like it's more marketable.
Mm.
So like you want people to drink it, but you want them to like want to take a picture and enjoy it, and you want to come and take another shot. Back then, it probably would have been.
And I think also
Firewater.
this was the Carnival was coming, so he was curing it. So this is maybe
It wasn't
fresh.
ready yet?
It was probably not ready.
Ooh,
And it was
Jesus!
just never again. Like I don't drink it ever. After that one time,
Let's do it under the counter tour. I feel like you'll be fine.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Let's go do it.
No, let's do it for
Let's
real.
do it.
Let's
That would be
make a
such a-
guys.
Let's go do it, guys.
Let's do it on a Saturday, please, because
I'm scared.
No, we can't do it on Sunday. No, we can't do it on Sunday.
No,
We gotta- we gotta work on Monday. Come on.
We're grown up people now.
Yes.
I'm
We're
scared.
grown-up
I'm
people.
scared.
We're gonna need to hire a driver.
My kids
We need to hire a driver.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not driving at all.
We're gonna have to take a bus.
Yeah.
Marquis, I'm coming to you.
Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is a Chardonnay. Chardonnay is old
Yes.
school. There
That's a
is
stripper
saying Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Who drinks
Oh, they
Alizé?
couldn't tell me I had cheese if I'm
No, me too. I'm just like dusting off now.
So there's this
See
saying.
you again.
They
I
are
mean,
bars.
All my stuff, Jane and I go straight down.
B and I, it's all right.
Leftovers.
Inside.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, all of us. The back hair.
Sometimes I'll just be like,
Yeah.
Every now and then I find a snack.
That's something
I'm
I've
not
always
like
envied. Women who just go, here's my money.
Yeah, oh,
From the
Polly's.
booth,
Never
right?
I brought
my
bottles
booth, my
to
boy.
Me too.
Yes.
In
My
Toronto, I
So back in the day when phones didn't have cameras, but we had the regular
Yeah.
cameras, obviously want to take selfies in the club. They didn't allow cameras in the club.
No, it
And
was
my
like
friends were like,
photography.
okay, titty time. I did it here and did that, and then
Yeah.
walked in with my
photos.
camera.
I think for a sandblast for the university, I had my inhaler, but my inhaler is permanently in my wrist. My inhaler, extra batteries for my digital camera. The digital camera was in my hand. And I think my keys under this one.
Yeah.
Everything
On
goes
there?
in there.
Yes,
Listen,
that's why the bottle
people
goes.
make
That's
it
why
weird.
I put the alcohol under.
Yes, under.
Yeah,
Because if you
even
go under,
if-
then you
even
go like
if-
this.
Yeah, then it
they
just
have a
pushes
female-
up.
Even if you have a
I
female
know
security
something
there, only gonna check
They
this.
don't
Right here.
Sides.
They'll
Yeah,
never
yeah,
check this.
yeah.
I could
Yeah.
probably take like 20 CLs, tiny bottles or something.
Listen, anybody wanna hide like some ibuprofen? I got you.
Girl, even that fallen, sorry.
Even that one.
Even that fallen.
Anybody wanna hide some Advil? I got you.
We got the
Okay.
bottles, we got the cameras, we got everything.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Honestly.
Yes.
I'm still hoping
Because
that
everybody have a back problem.
I'm still hoping
Right
that my
now,
family
right now,
don't
like,
stick in at some
Get
I
your
can
family.
always have a
Yeah.
bad issues, but I do now.
Well, we were talking Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yeah,
Chardonnay. There was a time when people say ABC, anything but Chardonnay, because it was such a
It used to be sharp and
person.
Yes, that's what I always call it.
Old
was
drink.
really?
Yeah, everybody was like, oh, old ladies drink Chardonnay. We don't drink Chardonnay, but we like Chardonnay. So Chardonnays can be done two ways, oaked and unoaked. Same with the aged in the oak barrel or aged in steel. And you can taste the oak in a Chardonnay. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like it oaky. But you can get it either way. I like oaked because it's buttery.
We like what?
It's buttery.
Yeah, it tastes like
You like
it'll
what,
be a
yes.
buttery almondy flavor to it. But it's oaked. It's darker in color,
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
fuller in body.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
I
say, it
love a
smells
filler
good.
body,
So
yeah.
you might see some legs on this glass.
Because yeah, my leg is still
Yes, you see,
falling.
you got legs.
I
Yeah.
got legs, they're
There you
like
go.
amoebas.
Yes.
Science-based guys.
It's
They're
gonna
like
fall.
amoebas.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like when you swim
You
it
know who's
around.
looking down here?
No.
He's
So
shy.
I like
She's a
California
professional.
Chardonnays.
She's
I like
taking it back
Argentinian
again.
Chardonnays.
I love Aisha just
Okay.
taking
Yes,
control.
that's
She's
fine.
like, y'all are ready.
No, because we
This
want
is
to
sweeter.
drink-
This is not the Chardonnay I remember.
This is also California. So California wines will always be sweeter, and that's
we
why
got
we
beans.
love
I actually like
California
this.
wines.
I don't.
I like
I
this.
don't ordinarily like a
Sweeter.
Chardonnay, but
And
this is
so
quite
most California wines will
Yeah.
be sweeter than wines from other places.
Really?
French and California completely different.
Why is that?
So
Yeah.
because America's like sweet.
I was about to
Okay.
say, like, it has to do with the American palate. No, yeah.
So that's why.
It's population of diabetes.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Europeans are like, they like the drier, they like something that's not as sweet.
This is okay.
You know, actually, that was one of the funniest things I've experienced this year. Going up to Canada doing a market tour. I was in Calgary, Vancouver, and everybody was like, oh yeah, we've been getting some really nice German wines lately. And I was like, you mean German wines lately? Like, I feel like we've always had good wines. Like, what's going on? Like, oh no, German wines are just sweet. I'm like, huh?
They're probably having, like, sweet Riesling.
What's going on? But then it was a thing. It's like Europeans think Americans or North Americans only like sweet stuff, so they're only sending sweet wines.
Yeah.
North Americans are like, oh, Germans only do sweet wines.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
I'm
what
like,
I know.
no, we don't.
That's what they send
American wine is
down.
bad because like they have their ice wine and like it's such a particular wine that they have. Like they harvest it when it's the grapes are super frozen, so like
Yeah.
all the sweetness is right there. So like they like that, and that's not even like what they drink necessarily. It's just something that they would have for dessert or like you try it out. But it's
very
super sweet.
rare.
But like the reason I used to get in Toronto was like always very sweet.
I think this is
Very,
probably
very sweet.
the stuff that Germans wouldn't drink, so they send.
They
it
send
over.
that over,
But it was just so funny because there was this real perception of, oh, and there was people who knew about wines, but they've never left the country. So
yeah.
Yeah.
all the wines they knew were the wines that were getting in
In the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I was
And then
just
they're profiling the market. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I was just flabbergasted, because obviously you think of a Riesling, but I come from Germany, I come from a wine growing region, so there's a lot of big spectrum, but
Streamers and all those.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't like translate because like I just thought it was maybe Rieslings that come from Germany.
Well, they do. There's lots of reasons from Germany, but it's not
Yeah.
the only thing.
But, like,
they do.
And you can get a
others.
dry Riesling.
Yeah.
You can get a, yeah.
Oh,
you
I've
can
never
get,
had one.
we used to have one and it sold out like that.
I need to
I
give
think
you
what is
another
sad.
You do.
It's
It's
so far now,
gorgeous.
What is
Like
sad
that
is like a
beautiful
lot of
stuff,
things
man.
that we do bring in, it sells out and you don't get back. And I'm like,
I hate when that happens. It's like you can't have favorites.
no.
The minute you love something, it's gone forever.
Oh man.
Girl, that's a whole
Triggered.
I don't mind this.
It's true.
I like the one.
I realized once I said
more.
You like the stuff
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
But
that
there's
was
something
good,
meaty
you know.
about this.
Very
What is it
meaty.
about when I spend time around
Very
you?
meaty. It's like burger with cheese.
Mm.
Yes. A burger with
Ooh,
cheese.
that has
Because I was thinking
A
meaty
punch,
cheese.
yeah.
Can you say that
A
again?
burger with cheese.
Like you get that from this?
No, that you can drink, you can have this with.
with like
Shit.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you have cheese?
Do we have cheese?
Do you have burger?
I don't have burger.
Burger.
Do we have cheese?
I have
Oh,
no, I don't have
I had some nice like really.
I had a burger one and like that. Should have brought some cheese.
You know what would go really nice with this? Plug for my hubby. I hate liver, but
I love
liver.
I've been
I love
converted.
liver.
But I will only eat liver that he has turned into liver pate. And his liver pate.
Where did you sell it?
Who makes it?
At home?
in my fridge.
Oh, Stefan? Hey, Stefan.
Please.
Come,
Yes,
Stefan.
I love him
Is
for
he
the
gonna
bread
listen to
making
this
and the liver making
episode?
skills.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I
I
should
think
think.
wait, we need to get the bread
He
and the
makes
liver.
bread.
I love pate.
And yogurt.
I will
Can I have some
really
liver
love
pate?
your- Yeah, come on, Stefan.
I'll bring the cheeses and stuff.
I have his phone number.
Call him now.
But I kid you not, I used to hate liver. He's made a couple batches, and I was just like resistant. And now the latest batch he's made, and I'm like, oh.
But also,
I
yeah,
sneak in there and I
something
get
about
no
when
goods.
men cook anything,
Yeah, that is very, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like women cook, and it
it's
tastes
nice.
good.
Yeah.
But something about when men cook,
I think it's because they throw everything in
it
there.
has an extra kick. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know.
I had a friend who made some,
There's
it
just
was supposed to be soup, but it came to be like a stew. It was so thick, and I was like, "Did you want to marry me? Like, let's get I would marry you."
I really would marry a man because of his food. Huh?
Yeah,
I know
Listen,
that.
I'm
And
not
they say-
Let's not talk about a man and his food,
It's-
because really, yeah, I used to have a wife.
Aww.
Big up, y'all.
Oh, y'all went to the wrong place.
Oh.
No, I know who I'm
Ariel.
going for. Because I'm holding your hand.
Why aren't you holding the hand?
Oh, I can't
Oh, okay. Wait,
Your nails can't.
Yeah.
Moral support.
Because
If you're
that
still
is the best
listening, big up you.
thing. Big up wife.
Wifey.
Big up
You're my
wife.
wifey.
I just want to say that a man cooked for me at my house one time, and here I am. That's the story.
Wait, what?
I don't take
that's the
Obia.
story. That's the story.
I don't take
A man
Obia.
had to- and here I
Same
am.
thing a man cooking.
It's Obia.
Listen, I just say,
It's Obia.
That's
Don't
Obia, and I
take
can't wait for
Obia,
that
don't
next
take
month to
Obia.
cook
Yeah,
it.
no.
oh,
That's okay. I can take a sweat rice from a sweat
That's
rice.
sweat rice. That doesn't
Sweat
sweat
rice.
rice. That doesn't sweat rice.
There was no rice.
We had
Please.
ramen.
Chicken.
Wings.
Are we not trying to hear what you had?
provision.
Answer your
You like my
question.
ramen.
Provision.
What?
No, I wasn't gonna say that. A man cooks at my house. You
Provision.
No, he did not cook provision.
No, he cooks only without meat.
But did I guess right?
He cook meat?
He eats meat. He because
Delete that. Because.
Sit down.
Because. Okay, Froggy. Somebody will eat that.
Let me drink this wine.
I already finished, man. Y'all
I
slow,
have a
eh?
junk story.
I'm like,
well, not a junk
Can I
story. I
have
have
some
a
of
drinking
I
story.
don't think this one is for me.
It's not for
I guess
you.
this one.
And do you want to
Not
share
everything's
up?
for everybody. So if you
I
wanna
do
dump
like.
actually
I do
like this
the
one.
stuff.
you can dump it.
Give some
Because
to
you
you.
have some in your mom, you like
I like that one better than this one though.
actually
This is not
Now,
as
I
nice
wish
as
that I
I-
had one of my favorite guys from Argentina is Katina. I wish I had a Katina Chardonnay to share with y'all. Next time I'll bring a more
Thank
expensive.
you.
next
I'm
time
down
she
with
likes
that.
us, guys.
Yay!
It's a
Third time.
That's like, you know, when you're going out with somebody, you waiting for those like cue words of
Yeah.
like, did this man say next time or when I see you next?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
she
how you
said
should
next
right now.
time. I'll bring a cheese plate next
Okay.
time.
I feel like Jane is coming back.
Yeah.
Ayisha is definitely
I don't
coming
feel
back.
Jane ever leaving.
I'm here for the rest of the time.
Jane's like, I want to know that man from said place.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful stranger.
Beautiful stranger. All right.
So the Chardonnays, chicken, anything buttery, meaty, oily.
Lobster.
Yeah, lobster.
Oh,
You can
nice.
cook with it, you can drink with it, anything. It's Chardonnays are really
I'm
good.
like
Some of that garlic butter
You love
and that
that?
Chardonnay.
No, I was thinking
tomorrow.
about anything
Alright.
meaty or any buttery like that. I was like, yeah, that sounds great.
If you're getting a French Chardonnay, you're looking for Macapelage, which is French Chardonnay, Macapelage. But almost every single country makes Chardonnay because
Oh, nice.
it's just worldwide now. Now we are going to drink a sweet wine.
Okay.
This is a Shenandoah from Argentina. It is as close to Moscato as you can get.
Oh,
No,
okay.
hold on, I'm sorry.
Oh, the shaking came up.
Trigger.
Check engine.
I'm tripping on behalf of my friend.
That's me.
Sweet wine.
Okay, short
Tell us
story.
tell us
And,
As I pour.
honestly,
And
let's
the
not
first.
make it a short because I'm sure they'll see it. But some time back I went I went on an outing of sorts with a young man and I was giving it a chance, you know? And I mean, really and truly I'm intimidating and that's what
No,
was
you're
happening
not.
there.
The men are actually
That's
super
what the men
easy
say.
in life,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, that's
It's
what
it's because like we know what we want.
yeah, I
And that's the problem.
figured it out and like I mean I think he said it in not those terms. But so we got there, things happen. I don't want to give that part of the story because y'all gonna be like, and you stayed? Anyway, got
That's
there.
okay.
And then I
We don't want
ended
to
up like seeing Ro, seeing, you know, Kevin, seeing other people. But I was there with the guy. But I spent a lot of time with him, right?
She did. She let that man
Like,
out.
I left him a lot, but before I knew that Ro and they were there, we went inside and just being myself, it was the tickets were on him. I was getting me drinks, so I was like, so what do you want to drink? Not gonna do the voice because I do the voice very well. He was like, I was like, so what do you want to drink? And he was like, I don't know, wine. And being myself, I'm like, okay, what kind of wine do you want? He said, sweet. And that was, you see what if y'all saw, you didn't.
And so his name in the group chat became
It's sweet wine.
Oh.
And if this happens to maybe a short and you see it, it became a story. It's not a thing, don't worry yourself, it's still good, we good, right? But you see what B did, those on YouTube, you saw B
You don't listen
bend
to
her
this.
head.
You don't listen to this.
He probably might, you never know.
What big up you and
big
his
up you.
sweet wine.
B bent her head down and that's literally what I did. I went like this. And then I saw people I knew at the bar and I stayed there. Now I could have gotten served immediately. I just stayed there for a bit. I was just chilling.
Now.
Because I was like,
dog.
dog. If we are asking for, do you know?
Now she judging the man for his
Thank you.
performance.
Thank you. Thank you.
He
Because
does sweet
this
wine.
sweet red.
Listen, 'cause when you go to Default, the wines in the fridge say sweet red.
I was
They
thinking.
do.
Sweet
She was,
wine.
she was probably asking red or white.
Yes.
I'm sure she was, but
I was. And the thing is,
the man don't
at
discriminate
the
once
end
it's
of the
sweet.
day,
Sweet.
he
Sweet.
didn't want sweet. If he wanted sweet, I would have gotten sweet. It
You
would
would
have
have
been.
sweetened
I would
it.
have sweetened it easily. But he wanted sweet wine.
Isn't it?
And that's different. And at the end of the night, it was like, are you drunk? He's like, yeah, I already drink wine, you know.
What? So why did he ask for
Why
wine?
ask for wine?
I think he wanted to be fancy with her because he thinks that she's a fancy
Dog, I had
She
Where
not
does
a fancy girl.
What? Where does it look like the Disney
This
says
is a
she's
Guinness
fancy?
drinking man on the block.
Thank you.
But I think he sees her as something that
Like a
maybe she gives off.
he felt below you in stage.
Yes.
Yeah, but honestly, and we've had not conversation, but he has alluded to the fact that he really is very attracted to me. So big up you.
He loves her.
I don't know about that, but big up to you.
No.
It's really sweet.
He loves her like, oh, I like this wine.
Like even Daryl giving you the face, huh?
So
Daryl giving you the.
I'm just not gonna
No.
be mean about it.
I actually
because-
never pick up a Santa Julia because when I worked,
I
I
like
worked at a
this.
restaurant for a while.
Ooh, this is a
And
different smell.
I remember tasting some of the wines and I did not
I like
like
how it smells.
any of them.
I like the taste.
But I don't think I ever had this one.
I really like
It
it.
smells like a perfume or something.
Have you ever smelled like
It's slightly
Bob or
moscato,
something, but
moscato-ish,
No, listen
slightly.
to what I'm saying before you judge face. When you
Not her
smell
calling the thing
Bob,
Boppy Bop.
no, I didn't call it Bobby Bob. Listen, what I said was when you smell Bob the first time before it becomes
Yeah.
kills you. There's an aroma to, there's a sweetness to it before it.
I
becomes
just smelled
killing
that. I
you.
don't know what it smelled like prior
No,
to.
I actually like it.
No, there's a
We got
niceness
flour.
to it. So
Sweet wines
Sweet
are
wine
good
goes
with
with
spicy food. So anytime you're having something spicy, you should grab a sweet wine. There's a stigma against sweet wines, and I totally understand that.
But I get with
Um,
spicy foods because old
if-
people will tell you put sugar on your tongue.
And
So,
it's a
Yeah.
And so if someone, oops, that was
Yeah. I know that's what I was like, I hope she got the hint.
Yeah, that was me falling off the chair.
Wait, is
Like
that
I
a
said, I look
Yeah,
at
that's
I
a
get
refill.
different-
Bitches, I want more.
Look
the
at
lower
this
the
chugging.
alcohol percentage, the sweeter, the more sugar is in the wine. So
Okay, so that's when you
yes.
get the sweets and
Yes.
flavors and
So
stuff.
this is
Okay, I actually didn't know that.
So the
Wine
more,
is
sorry, say that again?
The lower the alcohol, the sweeter
The
wine.
But
sweeter
then
the
how is
almost
it that the
syrupy.
sweeter wines get us off?
Because
So
you
they
probably
should
drink.
hide.
Because you probably drink
Oh,
more
so
as
it's
well.
just-
Yes.
Are we
You're
just
probably
hyper?
drinking it like juice.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just
So that's why you get the
thinking-
headache. That's why I don't drink like the sweeter wines because like
that's a
I usually get
headache
a
one.
migraine immediately.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't
But I
know.
mean, since we have a member that has no toleration for
Sweet.
spice,
Yes, me.
I guess I had to keep a sweet wine
It's
bottle.
more than-
I need you to work on that.
What's
Huh?
Her Indianness is starting to deteriorate. It's like
I don't
fading
understand.
away.
It's because of the age and her needs.
The shrimp pasta, she said was
My
amazing.
knees are doing
It
great
was
this
so
this
good.
month.
It was no, she liked it,
I really liked it.
but she said it was
He
very
cooks
spicy.
amazing food. I will eat it. Will I sweat when I'm eating it? Yes.
Like today,
Oh,
she
never.
coughed.
I
She ate the
coughed.
pasta.
And I was like,
and I looked at her.
I
one
was
time.
eating it and I was like,
I
No,
don't
she
know what it
was
is.
also,
No, it's always
Yeah, but no,
spice
like a good,
inclined,
the
though.
spicy did nothing to me. It was just
Mine-
like a
But
little.
you're spice inclined.
It just gave me a
Yes,
little.
yours
Like
is
cinnamon.
You're
mine.
spicy.
Mine has like
There's
severely
just some red
declined.
pepper
I
flakes.
can't. I was showing them the amount of pepper that I put in my food. Like if I'm having like a plate of food, it's a lot. If it's like a lot of rice
Come
or a lot
on,
of
bro.
something,
You
I
need to
take
represent the
the
Venezuelan.
edge, the edge of a fork. I put a chicks of pepper on two of the spikes, and that is more than enough pepper for me. Like
I
I'm.
need to talk to Uncle Rohit.
I don't know
Uncle
what's
Rohit
going
will
on
go
with
away
me.
and
I have
got
no idea.
But the
No.
thing is, though,
My
that
tolerance is.
I actually
We need to
don't-
work on that.
I actually don't like pepper, and that's being a Trinidadian and everything.
Thank you.
She must leaking.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I see cheese and dust on her.
Not just on her, everywhere.
I'm glad you caught that, though, because you always hit
I
this
literally
wrong.
went-
I am so
We're coming down to the end of
I
the
literally
episode.
went like put the zoomer in my mouth and it just fell out,
Listen,
or I missed my
we're
mouth.
doing so well though. We've had several rooms and now several wines. Look at us.
We're still
Still
struggling.
surviving.
We're still
Only one
standing.
glass is broken. No one's
We only
fallen.
broke one
Only
glass
one glass, and that was purely accidental.
and no one fully fell.
That wasn't even a drunken
Almost,
break.
we had an almost fall.
I look a run back, but it's okay. We survived.
What's your hand
It's
up?
because we've been tasting.
I
Why?
want to try
Why?
that Sauvignon Blanc.
Didn't even
Well,
see it, so why
go
you
ahead,
drink
drink
this?
It's
We can drink now, guys. We've tasted it now. We can drink. But I have a drinking story. It's not a drunk story,
Okay.
but it's a drinking story.
Good
So
drink.
this is from Carnival time,
I was
right?
like, does it involve me?
Probably.
I mean, it involves all of us, but it's just a drinking story. So we went to pre-date,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's like our one event together.
and we all were all together.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
beautiful. We had a great time. But I started out the night. We started out the night. Those of us who were there. So Sabrina, Esau, Nicholas. When we got there, we started off with shots of rivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we started off with 2 shots of rivers. Big up rivers and thing. And I was good. Like I was like, you know what? 2 shots of rivers, a good bam, we get
Hold
in.
on, but we fancy now. So in future,
Reverse.
we'll start off with
No, but
shots
we're renegades.
Oh,
Yes.
because we
Sorry,
fancy
renegades.
now.
also now. Okay, yes. So we got
perfume
there.
bottles.
Yeah, we got there. We went in. I didn't drink anything much throughout the night. I was really just fetching on shots of rivers, right?
Love that for you.
And for the night, Ro came, Ayana came, B came, Daryl came. Ian, were you there?
Yes.
What?
Ian was
came,
there.
like everybody
Yeah.
under
All
the
our people.
sun.
Oh,
The
Mandy and
the
her
whole crew.
boyfriend.
Mandy and her boyfriend.
Yeah,
The
the
whole crew.
whole crew was
My name
there.
Trevor.
Trevor, the girlfriend, eh? Please make sure that they catch that I said that. Anyway, the whole crew was there. I had an amazing time from start to finish. We went home in daylight. And we went to breakfast.
Oh yes,
But
we
a
went to
bitch.
breakfast. Tradition.
Had
Breakfast after pre-day.
a bitch being me,
Oh, definitely.
had a shoot at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
when
were
I
there
say
later
a
than
shoot,
10:30. No?
no, we were there till like 8.
Yeah.
8:30 because I got home
Yeah.
around 8:30.
Because they open at 7.
They open at 7. We got there
So
like
we went there
maybe
maybe
like
7.
5
Yeah.
7:05,
Maybe 7.
yeah.
I feel like almost 7.
No, we were at Wall
Almost
Street at
7:30.
7
Yeah,
still,
we were
huh?
at
So you guys were probably at
Wall
breakfast
Street
at 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
Knock out in the car.
Listen, when I tell you, so we had breakfast, we had a good time. I was home by like 8:39. Thankfully, the shoot at 10:30 was supposed to be right down the road. Got up at 9:30. Let me be honest, 10 to 10. Got up at 10 to 10. Did my whole big change, thing. Put on my clothes, got my shit together. I got my shit together the evening before, and I made my way down to the place. Again, you heard the first story where I was sweating the
Hennessy.
the Hennessy and the cycle. The rivers was pouring through me, but I was
Oh, it will
powering
pour through you. That pours
because,
through you.
like I said, pre-day till morning and breakfast, I just had like an hour nap for the shoot. Get to where the shoot is supposed to be. The people that are supposed to be for my part, they're not there. And I get there and I just plop down, and then that is when I started to. I was good. I was like, yeah, good. I'm good. And then like, you okay, Jean? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But this time I'm holding on to all the chairs and shit. And they're like, you're good though? I'm like, bitch, I am here on time-ish. I am fine. We're still waiting on the other people for the shoot. They're talking about other elements of the shoot that does not involve me, but other things. So they're talking about those things, and that's cool. And I'm like, okay, can I get something? Like I need a Gatorade, a Lucozade, electrolytes on my own. I need
Yeah,
water.
coconut
Everything.
Mhm.
So we went down to the shop that was close by. We got all the things listed. Came back, drank that.
Oh my God.
There was nothing happening. The people list was still not there. I had to do a voiceover. I had to be an old person, and my voice sounded like pretty. My voice sounded like pretty, so it was good. I did that voiceover. I did it like maybe 2-3 times, and I was like, I feel like the old person that I'm supposed to be here. Do you know that shoot didn't happen until like 1:32?
Mm-hmm.
Slept.
I could have slept.
slept.
And
I would
the
have been
thing is,
vexed.
Right?
And
So bad.
That would have
honestly,
hurt me so badly.
And you
It
need
was
to have a
not
car to
their
sleep in. It's
fault.
not even like you could have been sleeping in a car at this
it
whole
wasn't
time.
their fault. I could have walked home, slept, and
True.
come back. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't anybody who the shoot was belonging to fault. It was just the other people that
That didn't
came.
show.
And do you know when they got there? Everybody was like, "Hey, what happened? You know, pre-day." So they and my literal words were, "Well, fuck me then." Literally, that's what I said. I
feel
literally,
that.
and I was like, "Well, fuck me then," because
You went to pre-day
Dude.
too.
Yeah.
And you went to breakfast
doing the
after.
most Like I wasn't doing little bits. I enjoyed the shit out of that show.
We had a good ass
We had a good ass
Yeah,
time.
she was making a reel from that today,
Listen,
and I was like, "You had a great
We
time."
had a
wish
great time.
that
and
thing
I'm like,
lasted longer.
literally
Yeah.
said, well, fuck me then. But everybody else there, they knew and they were like, we got everything done. I got home like maybe 3:34. And I did not sleep then. I still had some research to do for something that I had to do. So I had to do the research and then put it together. So I really didn't get to sleep.
I would have been.
But
I would have been so
KO'd.
mad. Because you know me when I ain't sleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to function.
But I got through because I did have a responsibility. So big up the people for the shoot.
Big up
and all
you.
that thing.
Dedication.
No, not big up them, big up you.
No, that's
I
a
mean,
Big up
big
you,
up
girl.
me, yeah. I don't want to call the names of the thingies and the thingies. But I
The
was so
thingies.
mad because,
Your time.
I mean,
Yeah, I remember when you sent that message to the group chat. I was like, what?
I was so mad. I wanted to sleep, yes, but also I understood the vision of the people we're doing the shoot for.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody
There's
should.
a
Because
responsibility.
everybody else was there.
Yeah.
But
So,
do you
like,
generally
why not?
find that there's a bit of a theme of people somehow lacking consideration for other people's time?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And the thing is,
Well,
when,
why
we,
is
when I
that?
think about it in terms of my friend
Like,
group,
good itself.
we sit down and we dissect and we talk our shit, but then we're like,
A lot of times, like right now, culturally, everybody wants to be super cool and super chill, and nobody wants to be. I feel like they're two extremes. You either want to be the extreme drama, or you want to be like super passive.
Mm-hmm.
And so people take on this stance of like, no, they don't care. No. Like nothing's, everything's chill.
We're in paradise. It's
Yeah,
like nothing's a problem.
But
Nobody
people
ever
take
stress.
on those two extremes, and at some we
That's
don't
a
meet in the
problem.
middle. People tend to be too casual or hypersensitive these days. It's like extremes.
It's true. Ooh, that wine just touched me.
Wait,
Yeah,
touch it.
boy.
So then there's some sweet wines that are not too sweet, that are not too heavy, that are not too cloy.
Thanks, Aisha,
This
for
is
always
it.
bringing us back.
No,
Yeah.
and this is not wine because like I don't like a sweeter wine like that.
I feel like this is the only one that we've almost finished.
Oh, because it's the
Because it's the
last
last
one.
one.
Extra.
Yeah,
Nope.
Does anybody want more? Because I do.
Enjoy. This
Yeah,
is
that one
for
was
you.
really good.
honestly,
I like that one.
I started off as like
we're gonna share this one.
I started off as
We
a
want
beer drinker,
No, we're gonna share.
going into wines that were sweet like juice, then going into like drier wines just for the taste, and like my palate has matured.
That happens, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why keep drinking. Next time we'll do red.
Ooh.
There's a next time.
Yeah.
She's dating us, guys.
If you have
You know what we're going to do.
Wait, so for the
Comments.
next time, what do reds pair nicely with?
anything by itself.
Yeah.
So-
Anything.
Cheese.
I'll do a platter
Can
for
we do a
us.
coochie board?
Yes, we can do a coochie board.
But I'm
Leave in the comments the reds that you think that we should try.
Oh my goodness. Let's say that again for them.
Leave in the comments.
Follow us on,
straightnochaser.podcast
And
on
Chaser.
Instagram.
jump in our DMs.
Jump in our DMs, tell us exactly what type of reds. And we're not talking about
Bring
man or
it, bring
woman,
it.
we're talking about red wines.
I like red man too.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, I don't like red man.
No.
Okay, I can't say anything 'cause I'm married
She
to one.
might like red man, but
Red man does they love me too much. Is the problem.
Red man loves me too, right, bitch?
You're the reddest man.
He is nodding, he is saying yes.
You know he's such a hater, but we love that about him.
Listen, that's why I love him so much.
Is he the one that be cackling the loudest when he's watching or recording it?
Yeah, he
I
loves
feel
us.
like-
He'd
I
be
feel
laughing
like-
out loud.
I feel like we've drunk enough for me to
We
be able
have.
to say, Ducky just told us he wanna go to bed with his wife.
Not
We
bad,
need
but
to
that's fine.
wrap it up.
He should wrap it up or
He-
not,
he-
whatever.
Don't wrap it up.
Whatever you want to do.
Don't wrap it up.
Wow,
Don't wrap it up.
guys.
No. I mean, wrap it up.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, okay, shut up now.
Shut up, guys.
So guys,
It's gonna be a fun
we
night.
do wanna thank Ayisha Ayisha for all that information that she gave us. She said that she wasn't going to be like Jane.
Hey,
But no, you
My
guys
girl.
Glasses off.
different time.
Great. And she told us when we couldn't drink, and then she told us when we couldn't drink. And I want to say thank you to Jane again.
Yes.
Jane with the
Jane with the
cane.
cane.
With the cane.
What's the
And
cane?
to Renegade, and to the wine shop, and everybody who's involved tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the guys again.
Thank you to the
Thank you.
crew.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
And of course, this is what our second episode together.
Maybe,
Yes.
depending on when we post it.
You know what?
Could be second,
Could be one of our
This is
episodes.
the second episode we filmed. When you see it, it's a different.
That's true.
Different
Wait,
thing.
these are the very
Different
first
story.
episodes that got filmed. We already filmed the
We
first
filmed
episode.
the first-
Was it last
what
week?
season is
Yeah,
that?
we first
This is
season
season
3.
This is the top of season 3. Top of season 3. So I want to say thank you to you guys for coming
And this
in.
is the first time in a long time that we've all been together. So
Yeah,
far we've
this
been
is- yeah.
in different parts
This
of
is
the
the
world.
first time that we've had like
Yeah.
crew and stuff because we do Zoom a lot
Yeah.
because you were on this Zoom.
Our first episode we did with a crew. We did it at my house, and it was like us on a couch. It was more of us at that point in time.
So we had like a lot more things, and we went
Yeah.
through it, and now we're
But this
getting
is like our
better.
second time being together in
Yeah.
one room.
Yeah.
So I listen
Whoa,
to you on
that's cool.
Spotify, so I don't really get to see
To
anything.
see.
But I get to hear
okay.
We're on YouTube.
We're gonna start
We're on
loading the
YouTube.
videos
yeah.
onto Spotify too now,
Yeah.
though, because
Oh,
they
we
have
can
that
do that?
feature. Yeah, Spotify
Yeah.
has that feature now.
When
When you
That's
upload the
nice.
podcast, you
Love
can upload the
that.
video.
I listen to you on good inventory, so it's like.
Oh, that's
Love it.
amazing! Oh my
Yes.
God.
Alright, be like Aisha, listen to us when you're doing mundane tasks because we will keep you laughing.
You do.
And
You do.
we are very engaging. This particular episode is very informative when it
Amazing.
comes to
Buy
running
wines and rums
rums.
when you're
And
listening to this
get
episode.
wines and everything. So please make sure go to the places, ask for the things. If you want to know more information, please check us out. We have at Renegade Jade. Aisha, what is your handle?
Jane.
Jane. Did I say
Jane?
Jade?
Jane.
You
Yes,
said
you
Jade,
did.
man.
Cut it out! At Renegade Jade.
Rewind.
Rewind.
I am Ayisha, not Josephine on Instagram.
Yeah.
Aisha.Josephine, Ayisha.
And this is
Yeah.
our second time with Ayisha, first time with Jane.
And of course, we are straightnochaser.podcast. And if you click the link in our bio, you will see us everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Linktree, Anchor.
The link trees where our
Oh
stuff
yeah,
is.
Linktree is the thing, and then Anchor, and
Spotify, podcasts,
and
YouTube.
Wherever you get your podcast.
And if you want to see our pretty faces, you get us on the YouTubers. Straight No Chaser podcast because Straight No Chaser is just not a band, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, can you just
big
say?
up all you, but also big up us more. So guys, thank you for tuning into this episode.
And we out. Cheers, guys. Cheers.